Okay, good morning. Got one today that can't put off any longer. I've been wanting to try it for a while. We have right here, it's a Douglah, also known as the chocolate 7-pot. There's also a brown 7-pot, which is really mottled looking, similar texture to like a brain strain where it's really bumpy. But anybody in the know, these are one of the more fierce peppers out there, right up there with the Butch T Scorpion and the Scorpion Maruga and things way up at the top level there. Anybody in pepper circles, the Jalokia is tame, at least a little bit by comparison to these or others. And of course, anybody who's been watching my videos recently, you guys know I'm not going to do a half even of one of these anymore. I got destroyed by the brain strain, and that's the end of that for me. So we're down to just analyzing the aroma, flavor, burn profile, and I'll try to wrap this up in 5 to 10 minutes. We'll say 5 to 7 minutes. First, I got to prepare Okay, got my plate ready to capture the seeds. Okay, so we're going to split this lengthwise best we can. Ooh, oh, my knife is just oily. Makes my heart rate race just by, oh my god. Pretty low seed count, actually. You look on, it'll be your right, or, sorry, your left, my right. Right in that little pocket there, just tons of glistening oil. Brown. Makes my heart flutter just smelling it. Oh, god damn. Okay. So, we will... Here's 1/2. I'm just going to cut a sliver off the side here, take some of the seeds out. Okay, so took off this one side here. Oh, what white? Oh, shit. I know I'm wearing hot pants. Rub this through this oil a little bit. Okay, so here's the Douglah. Instant heat. But it's very firm pod texture. This is a pretty fresh one. Not dried out. There was like one soft spot on one side, but yeah, this is already pretty warm. Can feel the tingles. It's like a black pepper. When you eat black pepper, that kind of a burn at this point, but a little bit of what Beagle Storm would call a poddy flavor, more like a frutescens or annuums. It's not really fruity, maybe a faint bit at first, but it was more aromatic than anything. A little sweet right there, but it Yeah, just like a fresh flavor. Not really much of a... I'm going to take a little bit of this placental tissue, get a little bit more of a idea of the burn, but without being over the top about it. I really am not up for another one of those kind of days. So I'm taking it easy here. Apologize that it's a little more drawn out, and you can see that brown color shining through. Ooh. Almost maybe like apple juice. Feel that way up into there. Okay, I'm going to scrape some of this. Burn all over my tongue, a little bit in my throat. I feel warm just from those tiny little slivers. Definitely an intimidating and fierce one if you were to eat this whole pod. Really good, solid, whole tongue burn into the throat. I'm going to take another little bite of this. I'm pacing myself. I'm not going to even do a half of it, so. That's faintly akin to the Nagas or the 7-pot. But it's got its own character where it is more fresh tasting. Less over the top of the fruitiness. It is more of an earthy. It's pretty cool that the color of that matches up with the tone of the flavors. Really solid, good burn. This will be great dried and crushed up into a flake or powder to add a little zip to pizzas. It's got a nice flavor to it. Less like the other Naga's 7-pot scorpion related ones. I think those ones are fairly closely related, more so than other Chinense types, based on some of the flavor similarities. These definitely have more of their own unique character to them. So yeah. So again, that's the Douglah or chocolate 7-pot. It's definitely hot, but it's got a really nice, like an earthy flavor to it, really good underbody to it. I'd really like to get another little taste of this just to give you a better idea of the flavor before I cut this off. Be more descriptive. Yeah, it's not overly sweet. Texture is really nice though. Really thin-walled, firm, but it's easy to chew. The skin's not really thick. Flavor dissipates pretty quickly too, but it's good while it's there. Had a little bit of an apple cider-like faint tones underneath there somewhere, but yeah, overall it's a really nice solid burn. I can feel my face getting warm and sweating faintly. Good tingle in the throat and my whole inside of my mouth. My lips are burning a little bit now too, so yeah, really nice. So, Douglah, really good. I'd highly recommend them for flavor. But again, from this point on, with any super hots like this, I don't recommend eating an entire pepper because it can wreck your guts big time. And I'm not going to go through all that pain anymore. So, I'm going to take another little niblet to this, actually. Little more of the Naga type flavor, or the 7-pot flavor coming through. as I got towards the top there, and it's a little hotter now too. Feel the dial turning up just a pinch there with that bite. Feel the heat radiate out from my mouth out into the rest of my head, and sweat on the eyebrows a little bit more now. So yeah, Douglah. All right, I just went over the 10-minute mark, but that's okay. Hope you enjoyed. I'd recommend this one for the flavor and the good, solid, comprehensive burn. It's not too stingy or unbearable in any one spot. And these would be great dried into a powder and sprinkled on anything, really, for a nice, subtle, not fruity, but an earthy, peppery kind of flavor that's just a little bit sweet, and it's got a good heat too. So yeah, see you later.